Welcome back to the C-Suite, where we are helping women to create choices in their careers. On this segment, it's all about helping you to stay healthy and fit while working at home. Taking us through some stretches and proper desk setup is Maria Annette Clark. She is a trainer and a community food educator, and she's going to be again taking us through some stretches so that when we're sitting working at home, that we are maintaining our healthy lifestyle. So, welcome Maria Annette back to the show.
Thank you for having me. So good to see you again.
It's nice to see you again. And really, like what you're going to be taking us through today is so important since so many of us are working from home right now, but our desks may not always be set up in the most ergonomically friendly way.
Right. And there's so many little things you can do that make a big difference.
Wonderful. So, can you take us through some proper positioning and how we should be sitting at our desks?
Starting with your chair, you want to have it so that your feet are flat on the floor. So you would ideally, your knees would be slightly lower than your hips, but your feet would be on the floor. And you would want, if you don't have an office chair, like a sturdy type of chair that offers some sort of lumbar support, which is important. So that's the first thing, your chair. And the next thing would be the placement of your actual body as you're sitting at your desk. So um, you would want your shoulders relaxed and your arms placed at your side comfortably. The main thing I think is the wrist. So you want your wrist flat as well, like straight. So rather than being up high or crooked or any sort of awkward position, you want them comfortable. And you want your mouse within arm's reach so you're not stretching that way and awkward. Another helpful tip is the monitor because we look at it so much. So, and even if you have like a laptop scenario, you can get an actual monitor. If you don't have an extra monitor, you can use your laptop. It might be a good investment to get an extra keyboard that you can attach to it and a mouse. It just makes it easier. And the reason is because ideally you want your monitor to be within arm's reach. So that's typically the distance. And also at a height where you're looking at the top third of the screen. So it's very important just with your head placement. Our skulls are so heavy, they really are. And any slight variation, if you're looking down or stretching up, can really put a strain on the neck. So that in itself, just the positioning of where you are. There's other little things too, like reducing the glare on your screen. So just having it so that it's not, you don't have reflection of sunlight coming in, that sort of thing. And even reducing the strain on your eyes. If you think of 2020 vision, that's how I remember 2020. If you can remember every 20 minutes to just sort of glance away from your screen and focus like 20 feet away, it's very helpful. And what else can I say here? I think that's the main thing, other than taking breaks every like 30 minutes is helpful as well to get up and actually remove yourself from the office area if you can.
So, you provided lots of different techniques and tools and actions that we can take in order to really relieve the physical stress in the eye strain that we may be encountering working from home and staring at our computers all day. So what are some exercises that you can take us through that will really help us to kind of relieve that physical strain that we're feeling on our bodies and get us moving again?
Well, very simply, just if you're still in a seated position, neck rolls are great. And it doesn't have to be huge, full round neck rolls. It can be just, side to side, very minimal, whatever feels good. It should never feel forced, but always fluid, slow. Always listen to your body. And also, same thing with the shoulders. I find the shoulders, we tend to we tend to sit slouched, I find, at a desk and kind of we tend to, lean forward. So the shoulders as well, being a synovial joint, which is basically like a ball and socket, it it gets lubricated with movement. So it's very important to keep it fluid and moving. And with that, just simple shoulder rolls. You don't have to really even extend your arms out. You can just start with rolling one way and then the other. You can do shrugs, any type of movement, just to really keep it fluid and viable is helpful. It's all good.
Mhm. And then do you have any stretches or exercises that we could be doing about really to help our wrists? Because those are the ones that are really getting a lot of strain. And when we're taping for long periods of time, that puts a lot of strain on the muscles as well.
It's true, and it should always feel good. But any type of movement, you can, simply pull back just gently, both directions, rotating, again, anything. And it doesn't take long. I mean, you don't have to spend minutes and minutes doing it. Just any sort of movement, splaying the fingers. You'll notice a difference if they're closed and open. Just all sorts of movements. Yeah.
Mhm. And I really like when you were talking about the 20-20 rule. So kind of sitting like every 20 minutes, take your eyes off the screen and stare 20 feet away. I really like that one. So
Yeah.
for the rest of your body to kind of keep you moving, what are your tips around really helping you to make sure that you get up and take breaks?
Well, if you can schedule it, every 30 minutes is ideal to remove yourself and take a break. Even just, marching in spot, stretching, any type of movement, bathroom break, getting a glass of water. Very important to stay hydrated. So any type of break, ideally, if you can remove yourself from your desk, even better. So every
Mhm.
30 minutes. And if you can schedule it and it becomes a habit, really a routine, and we're all creatures of habit, I find.
Mhm. And I like the fact that you said drink water, because I know working from home, the coffee maker is so much more convenient.
I know, right? That's
Okay,
true.
good. Well, thank you so much, Maria and Annette, for helping to really to be here today and helping us to share some tips that we can have to really stay healthy while we are working at home.
Oh, you're welcome.